Hello y'all and welcome to another battle report. This is game 4 of our local club tournament, and as you can see I'm facing off the Empire of Sonnstahl. So let's walk through his list as quickly a bit. I got 5 vanguarded riders over there to the left. Then I got a knightly order unit with a knight commander in it. I think the knight commander got a 4 up ward. Then you got a unit of Imperial Guard. They got the Dispelling Banner, so they dispel +2. With a Preacher in the unit who have the Fierce Ward and a BSB with a 1-up save, I think. And then you got another unit of Heavy Infantry with Halberds and a Preacher in that unit. Behind that, hiding a Arcananian with the Arcane Shield, so it's every unit within 6 inches are distracting. Then you got another unit of Heavy Infantry, Sword and Shield this time, and another unit of Heavy Infantry, Spear and Shield, but they are support. Then you got his General, a Marshal on a Great Griffin with the Great Addiction upgrade, so we can do 2 orders per turn. And then you got a unit of Elector Cavalry with Great Weapon, and you can see behind this line I managed to squeak my Scouting Brigade units in behind his line. So for my list, I basically dropped a lot of Chav, my fast cav and my Aspiring Knights, and then he dropped Holly's army, so I could pretty much decide where I wanted to go. And my thinking was I want to use my Aspiring Knights and fast cav to the left to hold up his knightly order unit, and then use my Spearmen and Halberd units to crush the middle field. The Crusader will be a distraction to stop his knightly order to the left. I got my 2 Trebs who hopefully can kill off his general on a Great Griffin. My Archer hiding in the back to give medical support, and I'm planning on having my Knights Forlorn either fighting his general or flanking off some of his heavy infantry unit. My fast cav to the very left, to the very right, will hopefully chef up his elective cav if it's needed for my Knights Forlorn to get whatever charge they want. As for spell, I pretty much roll these guys up. I don't remember what I rolled on the Path of Wilderness, but I always take the signature there. Cataclysm is nice, Blessing. I think the Path of White have so many good spells and none of them is useless, so it's very nice lore, and I'm very happy with rolling a 6. And for his third turn, you can see in the middle there, there's a coin, and that's basically the objective. You can see I deploy pretty far away from it because I am out shooting him, so I'm in no rush to going forward. You can see here his army are pushing up a bit. His rider are next to one of my Aspiring Unit Knights and will shoot at them. Well, for my turn 1, I didn't do much actually. His rider killed one of my Aspiring Knights in the shooting phase. So for my turn, I move my fast cav to shoot at his riders, but that's it. Otherwise my line stands still. And in the medic phase, I 5 dice Cataclysm onto his heavy infantry with halberds. I didn't roll a miscast, but since he doesn't have a scroll, I rolled pretty good and he couldn't dispel it. And I pretty much made that unit come back ineffective turn 1. My shooting didn't do too much, so over to his turn, and you can see now he pushes his line up a bit, so he's closer, maybe a little bit too close with his elective cav down in the bottom right on this picture, because he will give me an easy charge into them. If he flee, I will charge them off the board with my fast cav, and if he stay, I will kill them or break them and reform. But otherwise he pushes up a bit with all of his units. And for my turn, turn 2, now I need to do some charges. So the first thing I do, I send the fast cav into the Arcananian. I got the charge, I got strength 4 on the charge with my spear. So hopefully I can sneak a wound in, hopefully I can manage to break him. He is not within the general's leadership, so it's leadership 7 minus like what I win with, so hopefully I can break him. I conga line the Crusaders up to stop the Imperial Guard from getting into my flanks, and I push my peasant blocks forward. I use one of my knights aspiring to chef up his knightly order, and my knights forlorn did make that charge into the knight, and I placed the fast cav behind him because when he breaks he will have to take dangerous strangers from running through my fast cav. I should probably have faced in the other direction, but yeah, you live and learn. You can see as well the Cataclysm have in his turn kill almost all of the halberds, and they are running away now. So that was my movement. And yeah, for magic I did get off the blessing on my Knights Forlorn, which is good. I killed only 2 of his guys, I think. He felt 2 dangerous strangers run through my fast cav and will not rally and run off the board. So that's combat over here. And unfortunately the Arcananian actually hold, so I could not break that one. So for his turn 3, he charges. His knightly orders charges into my Knight's Aspirant. His Imperial Guard charged into my Crusader. Hopefully he cannot kill 10 of them at once. I am within range of my BSB, so that's good. I get the reroll. His General and the Swordman unit charge into my Spearman, which I think is great because I'm stubborn and will not, hopefully not break, even though I'm only leadership. I am within the general, but I only leadership 9 reroll. So we will see, hopefully. And that's his moment. His rights are moving around, shooting at my fast cav. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, over here, his knightly order kill my knight's aspirant and reform like that. The Crusader survived and hold, which is very good, and you can also see the fast cav up there are holding up his Arcananian even longer. And yeah, he killed a crap ton of spearmen, not as bad as it could be, but a lot of them died. I didn't manage to do much back to him. He got some buffs up on his swordman. But that's it for his turn. My spearman holds, so it's time for doing the counter charge in my turn. And we do. The halberd unit goes into the flank of his swordman unit, and I will make short work of that unit. My Knights Forlorn go into his spearman unit, and I will hopefully just break them. They will run through my fast cav and take some more dangerous terrain test, and if I'm even lucky they will run through my brigade as well and taking even more dangerous terrain test. So that's my movement. I move my aspiring knights out of the arc of his knightly order, and I move my fast cav in front, out of this picture, actually in front of his rider, so he cannot charge my trebs. But that's it for Kingdom Aquitaine movement. You can also see my damsels have moved out of my bunker because he had no shooting nomadic range, so they are safe there. And well, in this combat I of course break the swordman. I pursue him. I couldn't catch his general, unfortunately. You can also see that my crusader have died, and his imperial guards are facing the flank of my spearman, but I don't really give too much because I will be steadfast for a long time. And yeah, that doesn't bother me too much. And yeah, the Knights Forlorn broke the Spearmen, and I did manage to catch them, so they are out of the picture. So for the Empire of Sonnstahl, turn 5, his knightly order are coming closer towards me. His Imperial Guard charges the flank of my Spearmen. His general did manage to rally, and that's basically what happened in his movement phase. As you can see here, I did get off the blessing on them, so they got a 4-up ward against his Imperial Guard, so I don't take too much of damage. You can see his Arcaninian probably managed to kill off my fast cav now and moving closer towards my line. I don't really have any picture of my turn. The most important thing that happened was basically I shot his general. He fled and rolled like 3 or 2 or something, and I catch him with my peasant levy, and then I reform my peasant levy to face off this combat. And now he is slamming his Arcaninian into it, and as well as moving his knightly order unit up to fight my spearmans. And you can see here in his turn 5 my spearman unit are taking some heavy losses, but it doesn't matter too much because they are peasants and their work is supposed to die for the greater good, so no issue there. And well, you can see here my turn 5, I have lobbed some traps and stuff at this knight, so you have taking some losses on them as well. I did decide to reform my Hellbard unit because I think they actually failed the leadership test reform last turn. I did get off the blessing on the spearman, so now they are taking not too much of a losses. They are still standing and they are stubborn, trying to reliquary. So that's basically it for my turn. You can see my whole army are swarming around his 3 remaining living units. Well, he's turn 6. His knights over there have charged the back of my spearmen, but yeah, that's it. Because of the movement tray and everything, we couldn't replace them there. So, but they are in the back. But yeah, I hold for my turn 6, so no issue there. Last picture of the game. He did not manage to kill my spearman and getting up the blessing last turn, so I didn't kill that unit. I only got half point for them, and since you're a peasant unit for 4-point model, it's a very cheap unit. My Hellbard have charged the Arcaninian in the flank and did manage to kill it. And yeah, that's the game. I am in the middle, so I got most scoring unit there. So I scored the objective, and I think in the end it's a 16-4 victory for the Kingdom of Ekatain, which lead me landing on 27 battle points on 3 games in our local tournament, and I end up, I think we're 12 player. I were number 6 or 7, so precisely in the middle. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comment, please put them below and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Feel free to like and start subscribing if you haven't already. And one more thing I want to say is that I love the Empire of Sonnstahl book. I think they are so very well written, with the fluff and everything. And that's it. Have a nice one.